and sometimes that thought had been unbearable. As she looked out this September morning, on the land she knew so well, her brother hunching his shoulders against the early chill, she only wondered how their lives would be. Now. She's called Iris. She's Gran to me, Mum to my mother, Mrs. Garraway to the doctors and the administrators, and to these burly, kind men in green uniforms, lifting her out of the back of the ambulance now, in a way that was far gentler than their size suggested. A patient. A bed blocker. But she's Iris. Iris Mary Rose Garraway. She was born in the spring of 1921, on the 3rd of April. She doesn't know for sure because she never asked, but she was almost certainly born at home because people were then at home on a farm. She's 95 years old. She weighs just a pound or two over 8 stone, far, far less than she should. She was bigger once, curvy even, with broader hips than she ever liked, although she was always just a bit proud of her waist, trim even after my mother was born, she said, and photographs showed it. She doesn't eat enough now. She has no appetite to speak of. And in hospital the nurses haven't had the time or the inclination, perhaps, to sit with her and feed her. Even when I've gone in with morsels of things I know she loves, she hasn't been very interested, nibbling, to be polite, because she still remembers politeness, even if she doesn't know to whom she is showing it. She was taller, too, 5'6". It's amazing how old people shrink. She's barely 5 foot now, but seems much, much shorter, because osteoporosis has bent her spine into a cruel curl that directs her face towards the floor and hunches her shoulders. Her cardigan hangs off her, and her feet look too narrow for the sheepskin slippers they wear. Her eyes were very blue before the yellowy film of age covered them over. She must have been born with them that blue. Her mother chose the name because of them. She was supposed to be called Rose, but her mother changed her mind. It wasn't just the colour of them that was pretty. They'd shone and twinkled when she laughed, crinkling at the edges, always upwards, so she looked perpetually optimistic and cheerful. She's been old all of my life. She was 60 when I was born, and even in my earliest memories the hair that had once been thick and chestnut brown, you could see it in photographs, was salt and pepper grey. But I do remember the sparkling eyes. She wasn't always this desiccated old lady, hunched, fragile, frightened, you know? Of course not. None of them ever were. None of the people in this new place where she's come to live. The last place, most likely, where she will ever live. She was all of the things we are and have been. She was a girl, a young woman, a bride, a mother, a friend. She ran and swam and rode a bicycle. She laughed and she loved. She lived. But she can't remember that now. Not most of the time, anyway. There are moments of lucidity, but they are fleeting, and they happen less and less often. They torture us less and less often. When she's lucid, you wonder if she knows where she is and what she's become, and it's an unbearable thought. It's easier when she's absent. She remembers her mother, a crochet shawl around her shoulders, rocking a stillborn baby she can't yet accept has no need of rocking. She remembers tastes and smells from her childhood on the farm. She'd still know how to milk a cow, although she hasn't done it for decades, or make a daisy chain on a lazy summer afternoon. She knows all the words to her favourite